Alright guys, so this is your 42nd tutorial I guess, and in this tutorial I'm gonna teach you about the this keyword. Now the this keyword, it is used to reference the memory address of the current object we are working with. So and just recap the definition one more time. It's simple. It just refers to the memory address of current object. That means it's a pointer to the current object. Alright. Now I'll just show you how it works. Let's just build a class and inside the public section let's have a variable cheese, and let's have a display method function, and in that function and in this function I'm gonna write some cout statements. First one will be uh, cheese is cheese, and the end line. So this will just print out the value of cheese, right? Now I'm gonna use that this keyword, and this cheese is this cheese. So now another cout statement that I'll write is this dot cheese is this dot cheese, and just end that line, and now we're done with our class. So just write out three cout statements, and you'll just know in a couple of minutes what they do. So just create a sandwich object, and which obj, I forgot to make a constructor. You should make a constructor which will assign the value. So int a equals to a, and we just pass in the value as 34. Alright, so now let's just call that method with the with this object, and now let's run this and see what it does. So cheese is 34. Alright, that's what its value is. Now this cheese is also 34, and this asterisk cheese, this dot cheese is also 34. Alright, so they pretty much print out the same thing. So the value of all of these is 34. Now I'll just show you how it works. Now, as I said, this is a pointer to the current object we're working with. So we called it with the sandwich object. So this keyword stores the memory address of this object, right? So the memory address is something like a weird hexadecimal number. It's stored somewhere in your memory. So this keyword just points toward that address. And now this operator, if you remember from some, I told you some tutorials back that this operator is the arrow member selection operator. It's used when we want to access some variable of class with the help of a pointer. So this is a pointer to current object, and this is a variable of class. So this operator is used to access that variable, right? So this is the pointer, and this is the variable, and this is the operator, the arrow member selection operator, right? Now in the next line, what I did is, if you remember from the pointer, if we created, let me just write it out here, if we created like star ptr, and we created a variable a, and if we assign the address of a to ptr, if we wanted to access the value at ptr, then we wrote star ptr, and if we wanted to access the memory address, then we wrote ptr, right? So here I wrote, let's clear this up. Alright, so here I wrote star this, so it will access the value at this pointer. That means this point, this is just another way of writing sandwich obj here. So if I write star this, that means I wrote out sandwich obj here, alright, because this and this are pretty much same thing. And then we use a dot separator to access anything. So I just use the dot separator to access the cheese variable here actually. So star this dot cheese, it prints out the same thing, alright. So all of this is pretty much the same thing, because they just print out the value of the current object we're working with. But this keyword, this keyword, it will be very useful later on when when I'll tell you some more examples where this is really useful. All right. So this was it for this tutorial, guys. In the next tutorial, I'm going to teach you about inheritance, I think. So just hop over to my next tutorial. Don't forget to subscribe, and thank you guys for watching.